everyone, Caroline here. I'm back with another Imala demo for you using the chapter 32 Opposites Attract, and I'm going to use this lady that's reading a book. I'm using one of the older stamps as well from, I think it was chapter 27 called One More Chapter, which has got the little window seat and all the books around, a bit of a reading nook, if you like. On the Opposites Attract, you can see the two stamps you get, which is lovely, isn't it? They're brilliant, aren't they? And they've got Opposites Attract in the sentiment, and a sister is both your mirror and your opposite, which is lovely, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to get started. I've done a mask actually of the lady ready for putting over her, but I'm going to stamp her first. And the reason I'm going to do that is so that when I do put my mask over, I know exactly where I'm going to be stamping the reading, One More Chapter reading window for the background. So I'm going to pop her there like that. So I'll just stamp her. That's fine. And then I'm going to put my mask over. This is a Sticks 2 masking sheet I've used, and I can keep reusing it. So I know exactly where she is then. There we are. And then I don't stamp over her face. Okay, let's get this gorgeous background on. I think I'll use my Versifying Clair Morning Mist on this, because I don't want the background to, I want her to be the focal point. So this is just going to be sort of gentle in the background. Just do that one more time. Probably needs re-inking. Perfect. Perfect. Take that out. Okay. Going to be using some watercolours. There she is. And I'm using a little palette I've got. I think it was off. I think it was off Amazon. If you do skin tone gouache paints, you should come up with paints for that. but I've had them a while. They've lasted ages and ages. I'll use a bit of a darker for shading. Blend that in. Okay. And her hair. Let's get some water on here. Doing a brown. Going with the light brown first. And the hair goes down here. So it's draping over her shoulder. And a little. Lovely, that isn't it? And then back with a bit of shading. I think I've got a darker brown here somewhere. Found my darker brown. This is sienna, so it might be a bit. That's it. So you're just leaving a little bit lighter here, so it shows where it puffs out her hair. Same there. And the root's a bit darker. This is actually a grey, but it has a brown tint to it, which a lot of blacks and greys do have, I find. Not just with paints, but with marker pens too, and other inks. So that's the hair done. Just have a little bit of a card at the side and check on your inks that you're using. A little bit darker on the edges. There we are. And that's a 0.5. And just where her eyelashes are, just going on that darker again. And just her eyebrows. Let's roll that out. And now I want to do a bit of a wash on the background, and I'm going to use some Quiche Flamingo. Just going to pop a bit on my, because this is going to have a pink look to it. Spray with my water. And just give that a bit of a wash over. Let's get some more ink down. That. And then I'm going to get some of that water off and use it neat, just to do a little bit of shading. Can you see? See that? And just check that you're in shot there, okay? Yeah. And you can water it down, so don't worry if you know, if you feel it's too dark. You can just add a bit of water. That's the best of distress oxides, isn't it? You know, they're they can be watered down. This girl is in her pink room. That's a bit of the cushions at the back. There we are. Lovely jubbly. I'm just using a bit of water on there so that it's not dry. A little bit of water. And to pop a blue on the back. I'll find a blue. Just a little bit of blue to do sky. These are the Chromatech acrylic brush pens. So that just adds that little bit of blue in the background there. Okay. And with that grey I've got, find it again, here we are. Just going to do these plant pots. Because I think greys and pinks work really well. They really do. And the bit of foliage that's in here, to do a green, and a nice green. Oh, that's a bit bright, isn't it? And I'm saying use your card at the side. It's a bit better. I say, if we keep it very pastel colours, the background doesn't overtake your focal point. It just, you know, gives it that little bit of colour. So, a little bit of green on the books, just to colour your books. Again, water it down. Or use pastel, whatever you're using, use it in pastel. Missed a bit of pink there. There we are. And a bit of brown on the books. It just picks out a few books on the shelf. That's a cup on the... Do these boxes in a bit of a grey. Looking nice, isn't it? That's a bit of brown, so I've put some of the wrong one. Never mind. Just thin it out. And the carpet, I think, probably in a bit of blue. Just a hint of blue. Don't want much. Because she's the important thing in the picture. And her dress, her top, should I say, I want to do that in a fuchsia colour, because the card blank I'm using is actually fuchsia. This is fuchsia, but I don't want it too bright. So I've watered my paper first. Just to get it a bit damp. And her sleeve. That's the bit of shading underneath. And then go paler. You can use water brushes like this as well. You can use that. They're very good to use. But I do like to use my paint brushes as well. course, we've got our hand, haven't we, as well. Just do it on the edge of there. As it's drying, you can go darker and do your shading. And if you want to use your fine liner, you can define her shoulder there. See, it's made a difference, hasn't it? And her arm, like that. I'm going to do a hand because I've not done a hand. Fill in any white bits as well. I want to soften out those lines as well. There we are. Okay. And her nails on there as well, on her hand. Lovely. And now all we've got to do is fill in this with blue. So I'm going to water that down, fill in this space, all the spaces with a bit of blue. So we've got a bit of a bluey grey background going on. And her book, we want in a brown. So I'll find my brown, that's grey. Fall for that one again. Here we are. Oh, it's a bit of a reddy brown, that isn't it? Oh, it's hickory. Silly me. Let's water that down. So we've got a bit of a greeny look to that, haven't we? Which is a bit different, isn't it? So forgiving when you do it with your watercolours, really is. Make a mistake and you can soon rectify it. And then with my grey, just going to slightly dampen the page. Like that. And there she is. There we are. Let's do a little bit of she is. If you have tiny little stamps, you can stamp in here as well, which would be nice, wouldn't it? So now with my highlighter, just to bring out that hair, like that. Little lips. That's it. Oh. There we have it. It's been a nice little painting session, hasn't it? And these are the, I think they're 6x9, these, from Stamps by Me. The card and envelope blanks. Yes, 6x8, sorry. 6x8, and I've done that 5x7. So I'm going to stick that on there. Oops. Come on, glue. You could even mat with a gold if you like. That would be nice as well. And do a sentiment as well. Then move my things away. And use this rest of this card I've had from the just one more chapter is the sentiment. Just one more chapter. Let me just find my pink. Cutter, my mini cutter from Stamps by Me. Very handy for sentiments. And I'm just going to use a bit of the pink flamingo on the edges. About that. Use my lovely Imala brushes. If you're new to colouring, have a look back on my other videos, and if you need any help, we're on the Crafty Army with Carly. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? And glue that on there. I'll just give that a bit of a Excuse me, giving that a bit of a border around it. And put foam pads on the back. 1, 2. Just one more chapter. There we have it. Nice card for somebody that loves reading. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, do give us a thumbs up. Please do share with your crafty friends. And if you're new to the channel, then please do subscribe for more inspiration. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.